All right, no real intro today. You came here to find out how to get over anxiety on and off the field and increase your confidence, and that's what we got. So, let's go. Now, wouldn't it be nice if we could just reduce your anxiety by getting you a snack of some kind, maybe a cereal.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help.
All right, guys, but seriously, what you really want to do is become one with the game. Sleep at the field. If you truly want to become one with the sport, eat the game. Now, I realize a few of you are having problems digesting your football. What you don't know how to do is flambe, saute, poach, and grill your boots in the GOLUREMI'S sauce, which is something that we are going to teach you. And obviously, as you can see here, these are cooked medium rare. Incredibly tender and absolutely tasty. You can see the chrome finish on the other side. We haven't actually damaged. So that's something that you can learn by going ahead and clicking that subscribe button, the bell notification button, and we will deliver that to you the second everyone can go back outside again. All right, so we'll stop messing around. But the point is that you have to actually figure out what's making you anxious for you to fix it. You might just be putting band-aids on things and superficially adjusting to certain situations, when the truth is you need to go a little bit deeper and figure out internally what's causing that. And so the greatest example for this that we get from all of you is, I feel incredibly anxious at games, but at training, I ball out like a superstar. Well, what is it that you're telling yourself in training that you're not telling yourself in games? Or the other way around. What are you saying to yourself before a game that is causing you to freak out, that is not causing you to freak out in training? Now, if you think that because there are coaches watching, that there's another team there, that there are people watching, all this stuff, well, now you've psyched yourself out and you know that's not going on at training. But the truth is, if you can perform this way outside, whether you're alone or at training, then you can do it in games. End of story. If you have that capability, you need to just bring that out. Now, the best way to do that is to actually plan and see how you would want it to come out. And that's the way, and that's the mentality, because it's also very possible that when you go into training, you don't worry about any of it. And because you don't care, and because you're just having fun, and because you know there are no consequences to your actions, you just ball, you play good, and you play fun. Well, the same mentality is what you need and want in the game. Along with that mentality that you want to push and you want to win and you want to do all these things. Of course you do. That's not the point. The point is that in order for you to achieve your best in a certain situation, you're going to have a certain laissez-faire. Okay? You're going to have to let that go to the point where it doesn't matter. The outcome doesn't matter. I'm not trying to force myself to do this. I know what I really want. I have the picture in my head, but now I'm back in the present. I'm back focusing on just making that pass, just doing this, just getting that shot off, because centering yourself is what's truly going to allow you to take those next steps to get yourself to the next level. Having that peace of mind that the outcome is not up to you. You can let that part go. What you need to focus on is what you can control and what your true aim is, which is for you to get better in each moment all the time, and those outcomes will take care of themselves.
All right, so basically my experience with having to play with anxiety and deal with a lot of pressure from coaches really stemmed from when I was in second grade. And this coach, I wasn't playing well, I wasn't finishing the ball well, and he said, "B. Millie, you must do better. What are you doing? You must do better." And I said, you know what? I do need to be better. And once he said that, just like that, my whole life shifted, and I'm the best player in the world now. And I thank that random coach from when I was in second grade. No, but seriously, guys, coaches are gonna come at you. They're gonna say all this nonsense all the time. I was at a point in my college career where literally I was afraid of making mistakes in the field and afraid of getting screamed at. And there's just a certain point you reach with putting so much pressure on yourself and putting so much anxiety on yourself, where if you're not having fun anymore playing the game, then what's the point of playing? So just no matter what level you get to, never forget that pure love for the game, and don't let all the semantics and all the cussing and all that kind of crazy stuff from coaches bring you down, just try to fight through it and remember why you're playing the game that you love.
Issues with confidence. Yeah, I used to have a lot of issues with confidence until I actually moved out here to Croatia, where they showed me this ancient remedy which pretty much cures all your anxiety, all your confidence issues at once, essentially, and it's called Karla Prechko. One second. Karlovačko. Yeah, so you just take a little bit of this and you have all the confidence in the world. And I have to say, it doesn't help my play on the field at all. Actually, I might end up playing a little worse, but I feel better and I feel confident, so that's all that really should matter. On a serious note, I've never really been the type of player that's lacked confidence in games. I think a big part of always having confidence in myself and not feeling too much pressure is I do treat soccer, football just as I see it, which is just a child's game. Personally, I don't need any extra pressure of treating it like almost some higher being, which a lot of cultures do, a lot of people do. They almost have it as this like huge lifestyle. Everything they do is for the sport, everything that they want to accomplish is through the sport, and it's just not for me. I love playing. There's nothing I would rather be doing than going out and training on the field during the day or being on a team at the age I am and still being able to play. But for me, it's just a game. With that said, you might ask where I get my motivation if I just see it as this game, and it's simple as I hate losing. It doesn't matter if I'm playing ping pong, pick up basketball, literally anything. I just hate losing. I'm gonna do anything I can to avoid losing or to increase my chances of not losing. And a lot of people have this impression that professional athletes all take it super seriously in training. It's all just business and everything. But in a professional setting, it's a bunch of kids that really never grew up. Like, you see guys joking around on the field, everyone's laughing, everyone's having a good time. But this mentality has been huge for me. It helps me play free. I'm not as worried about mistakes. I'm not really worried about what other people are gonna think or what's gonna happen. I mean, my biggest fear really in a game would be letting my teammates down, because I know that all of them hate losing just as much as I do. But there's really not too much outside pressure that I feel from the game, which I think comes from this mentality of just treating it as a simple game.
I'll never forget, there was one time when I was about 7 or 8 years old, and I had a coach who was being just really mean to me and getting onto my case. I know, as a kid, right? And he just wouldn't stop all game, and he was knocking my confidence, he was raising my anxiety, and he was putting such pressure on me. He said, just score already, go score a goal. So you know what I did? I took the ball, I turned, and I kicked it as hard as I could into the back of the net. Sure, it was an own goal, and the goal went against us, but I still scored. Seriously, guys, when it comes to confidence, one of the greatest benefits that you have, one of your greatest strengths, can also be your greatest weakness. I'm talking about your mind and how you approach the game. Your mind can go against you. It can start to make you question what you're doing, question who you are as a player. But at the same time, if you're willing to spend time to tap into your mind, you can turn it into your greatest ally. One of the things that I find really effective, guys, is visualization. Take time each day to meditate, to train your mind. Your mind is a muscle. It has to exercise as well, much in the same way that you train your touches, much in the same way that you train your shots. Train your mind, spend time developing it, cultivate it every single day. And before matches, visualizing what you're gonna do when you get out there. Visualize yourself scoring that game-winning goal. Visualize getting the ball, taking on the defender for the first time. What if he does this? How are you gonna react? What if he does something else? What are you going to do? What happens when you get played a long ball in the air? What happens on a corner? Just go through the different parts of the game and play the game in your head, so that when you get out there, you've already been through it. You're already prepared mentally for whatever comes your way. And instead of it coming to you, you're proactive. You are making the game happen because you've already thought about it, you're already switched on and already tuned in your own head. I can't say enough about it, guys. It's all about visualization. It's all about meditation, spending time, even if it's just 10 minutes every day, just to close your eyes, to think about situations. Close your eyes,
Release your mind. Tell yourself you're a great player. Continue to tell yourself that over and over again. And the more that you tell yourself things, the more that you start to believe it, the more confidence that you gain, and the more that you can do when it's your time to step into the game and be the hero.
All right, guys, that's the vid, and because you're still here, that means you got something out of this video. So for the love of God, subscribe to the 11th Commandment YouTube channel where we go more in depth on all of this stuff. We've had investigative journalists come on, best-selling authors. We just had a naval intelligence officer who's a former footballer and works at the Pentagon, and all of them come on to talk about their mentality and things that are necessary for you to succeed in the sport and outside the sport. So please, God, subscribe. What else do you want, people? Okay? Stay safe. Team GOLUREMI loves you, and we will see you later. Peace.
You better know me, I'm the best in the game. GOLUREMI.